Saturday. I just came back from my run. I ran like 9.7, I think. Did my usual loop around Prospect Park. I'm getting faster, guys. I felt really good. It was cold. I also ran into a friend from the running community, so that was sweet. I'm back. I have the cutest day today. I'm like so excited. It's February 15th today, so it's the day after Valentine's Day. I signed up for a Galentine's Day event with a safe space organization. I'm gonna put their link in the description so you can check them out. They're an organization that does events based around wellness and holistic care and self-care. They're an amazing, amazing organization. They're gonna treat us to a dinner and a movie tonight, and it's gonna be sweet. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight, is going with a safe space. We're gonna go to the movie theaters around like 4, and then we're gonna have a dinner, and I'm so excited. Grab some food because I'm hungry. I did not eat. I had a banana before my run, but I haven't replenished myself, so I want to replenish myself. Let's go. And then if you need honey or anything, it's all over there. Okay. This cafe just opened up in my neighborhood, and honestly, it's so cute. So I got a tea and I got an just a sandwich, just like eggs on a roll. So I'm gonna drink this, eat my sandwich. How cute! Aww. Guys, it is snowing so bad outside. Let me show you guys. It's gonna be snowing all day. Honestly, I don't mind it. We're about to go. We're gonna go watch a movie, and then we're gonna go to dinner. I'm super excited. So yeah, my Uber should be here now. So let's go. It is Tuesday. Hello. How are you guys doing this week? The sun is shining. I'm happy. I feel like every time the sun is bright on a winter day, I'm just so happy. I feel good. The sun really does make me happy. I am about to make a pot of black beans, and I wanted to show you guys, bring you guys along with me. I did not meal prep this week. This is my meal prep for the week. I'm gonna make a pot of beans. I already soaked the beans last night, and I just took them off the stove. They cooked for like an hour and a half. Now I'm gonna make the sauce. So I'm gonna cut up some onions, some garlic, some tomatoes, and some spices, and that will be the base of the bean sauce. So let's cook together. So here we have beans. Like I said, I already cooked them, and now I'm gonna fry some onions and start making the sauce. added some water, I added salt. That was really easy. I feel like the longest part is honestly soaking the beans overnight and then cooking them just with water for an hour and a half. It just takes a long time, but it's really, really easy. I got my tea. I want this to be a cozy chat. I wanted to start a new series on my channel. The series is gonna be documenting the last year of my 20s. I turned 29 on October 7th, 2024. I've been 29 for about 4 months now, and it's been a whirlwind. On my 29th birthday, I was sad. I cried. I felt like I was just not happy with where I was at, and I was just throwing a little pity party for myself. I cried. I was feeling sad. I let myself feel all those emotions, but like the next day I felt better. So it was just one of those days, but I allowed myself to feel it all, and I think I just needed to sit with it. So my 29th birthday was a sad birthday, but my life is not sad. I am grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be 29, to have the privilege to make it, to get older. And so I just wanted to start this series and to just document this last year of my 20s. We've come such a long way, and as I'm reflecting on who I was in my early 20s and who I am now, I've grown, I've changed, I've accomplished, I've failed, I've made mistakes. I have changed so much, and I think this last year I just want to cherish and embrace this last year, because girl, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot, and not that we're not gonna go through a lot in this lifetime, but my 20s were rough. I feel like I spent majority of it in survival mode. Rial in her early 20s and Rial now, I would be so proud of myself. And if I looked back, I would have so many things to say to Rial. Oh my God. I would help her from so much heartbreak and so much trauma and heartbreak and worry. Yeah, so I wanted to reflect, do a little reflection. If you are in your early 20s, just know that it gets better, it gets better, it gets better, and to not worry less. I put some notes down in my phone, so I'm definitely gonna be looking at my phone just to keep this video short. Okay, so like I said, I turned 29 on October 7th. Oh my freaking God, I'm like, where did it goes by so fast? I'm like, where did it go? But I'm also like, wow, I'm 29. Oh, and I will say I'm definitely proud of who I am now, but it has not always been that way. I feel like in my early 20s, I was so insecure and so lost and just not a damn clue of who I am, who I want to be. And I guess that's what your 20s are about, discovering that and making mistakes and learning and growing. And so I feel like I did it right, and I'm in a place now in my late 20s where I can say that I know who I am, I love who I am, I'm at peace with who I am, and I'm no longer running away from myself or trying to hide from myself or not confront any part of myself. I guess I'm gonna break this up. My early 20s, I was very insecure. I was living in Seattle. I was very religious and involved in church. I'm no longer involved in church, but in my early 20s I was in the church. I was volunteering. All my friends were Christians. That was my early 20s. That was when I was living in Seattle. Then I moved to Portland, and still kind of the same lifestyle, like in the church, going to church on Sundays, volunteering. My community was the church, my life was the church, my whole identity was the church and God and Christianity. Well, I was living in Portland, so that must have been like 23 or 24 is when I started to leave the church and question, I guess, trying to find who I am outside of church and outside of religion. Throughout that journey, I struggled a lot with alcohol, with depression, just feeling sad, feeling insecure, in survival mode, working 2-3 jobs, constantly just working and working. So I had no time to really go inward, or no time to really have a moment to like talk to myself, heal from everything that I went through in life and in childhood. It was almost like go to high school, finished high school, I moved to Seattle, and I had to figure life out. And so I was always in survival. I was always trying to make rent, make my payments, survive. And so I feel like after I left the church, I was just very depressed, very confused. Like I started drinking, I started clubbing, I started going out, started seeking validation in men, searching for love, searching for acceptance, searching for validation and everything else but inwardly. Loneliness, depression, just not knowing my self-worth, not knowing my identity, not knowing who I am, very insecure. Yeah, no sense of wanting to heal or ready. I wasn't ready to face my trauma. I wasn't ready to face myself, all my mistakes, the things that I'm ashamed of. I wasn't ready to face myself. I moved to New York when I was 24. I feel like that was the beginning of my journey of really discovering who I am. I feel like from 24 till now, it's been this healing journey, not running away from the pain, not running away from shame, not running away from the trauma, and learning to have tough conversations with myself and with others, finding my voice, finding my expression, finding who I am. And I think this will be a lifelong journey of constantly getting to know ourselves, constantly changing. My 20s have been a journey of self-discovery, of growth, of healing, of self-acceptance and self-forgiveness. It really blows my mind that now that I love to be alone, because in my early 20s I could not for a moment be alone, that I can be with myself and that I'm okay with myself, because I feel like for so long and in my early 20s I just hated being by myself. I couldn't be with myself. I couldn't stand being alone, and it's because I was running away from so much pain. I could not stand to feel the sadness, feel the anger, feel the pain, feel all the emotions. It wasn't until I decided to just sit still and feel it all and cry and heal and seek guidance and take actionable steps to get better with my mental health and self-acceptance, accepting who I am, and self-forgiveness. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've hurt a lot of people. I've done a lot of wrong, and we can dwell on our past and that gets us nowhere. It's good to look at your past, but when we look at our past, we need to forgive and we need to heal and we need to move forward. It's all gonna be okay. It gets better. And I think that's another thing I would tell myself in my early 20s, that it gets better. It's okay to not worry. I feel like I was worrying so much. I worried so much. I worried about how I was gonna pay rent, how I was gonna do this. Worry. But worrying has not served me a day in my life. It just has so much energy, and I would just go back and not worry. I try not to worry now. I really don't worry. I'm just grateful every day, and I know that God always provides. Like, there's so many times in my 20s where I didn't have rent the day before and I worried so much things were gonna happen, but here I am, still alive, roof over my head. I made it. I'm okay. I'm here. I'm present. I'm alive. And so I just feel like when I look back, I'm like, all those times I worried about money, anything that I was worrying about, there was no reason to, because at the end of the day, it got better. And I also put down community, because I feel like throughout my 20s, it was community that got me through. There were so many times where it was just the collective, humanity, the people around me, my friends, and people I met through where I worked. It was the communities around me that got me through. And forgive yourself, accept yourself, love yourself, find community, and everything's gonna be okay. I feel like my early 20s were just so like sadness and pain and survival and go, that I feel like 29 for me is like ease and pleasure and play and just romanticizing being alive and my life and just enjoying life, and no more pain and worry and struggle. I rebuke that. I just want more ease and joy and rest. Yeah, 29 is also just consistency, routine, taking action. One thing I've realized is that none of your dreams come true. No one is coming down to save you if you don't take action. All of my dreams that I've manifested is because I've taken action. Everything is action. And so 29 is all about everything that I'm speaking. I want to make sure that I'm taking action towards it. I feel like in my early 20s, I think I wanted things quickly, and I wanted to achieve success quickly, achieve my dreams quickly, find my man quickly, like all of these things I wanted quickly. And I think now that I'm older, I feel like I embrace like the slow and steady, like the turtle. I want I want the slow and steady. I don't want things that come easy and fast. I would rather show up to something day in and day out and know that the long term I'm going to achieve results. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm focused on consistent effort and enjoying the journey. I want to just continue to enjoy the journey. I don't even want to think about 30, to be honest. I'm 29. I'm going to embrace 29. I'm going to live in the moment. I'm going to be 29. I'll be 30 when I get there. I feel like I've talked a lot, but also another lesson: do not compare your journey, your story to anyone else, not even mine, no one you see online, nothing. You are your individual, unique person, your unique story. We can find inspiration in everyone else. You can find inspiration in other people, but just know that you are here to live out your purpose, your existence, your expression, your voice, your creation. And so don't compare your story, your life to anyone else. If you haven't achieved whatever that we're supposed to achieve at some age, it does not exist. And I'm letting go of that. It doesn't matter. Enjoy your life, enjoy your journey. Don't compare your story, your life, anything to anyone else. Find your expression, find your story, your life, get to know yourself and live out your expression. I feel like I wasted so many years just comparing my life, wishing I was someone else, just so consumed in other people that now I feel like I am my biggest priority. I want to live my life, my expression. I don't want to compare my life, my journey, who I am to anyone else's, because we're also, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because we're all choosing to show our life in a certain way. So you really don't know what other people have going on. You really don't know how they got to where they are. You really don't have context to anyone else's story. And so just don't compare yourself. It really is the thief of joy. It is the thief of joy. Like most of my 20s were so focused on the future and arriving at some place that I feel like I was not present for most of it. And now I just want to be present and enjoy this last year of my 20s. Thank you so much for listening and being here. I probably will check in with you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I am currently in knitting class. I'm starting on a new project. I'm working on a scarf. I'm here with Miss Ramona again.
I'm saying Miss Ramona. Okay, sorry, Hola, Monita!
She told me to stop saying Miss Ramona. Romanita.
I know it's a sign of respect.
It is. Just Ramona. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay. I'm with Ramona. So I was crocheting in my last project. Now I'm back to knitting. She taught me both. I did not know how to do this until I joined this class. So yeah, now we're knitting. I like both. I do like both. Crocheting is faster. Knitting, I'm still learning, so it's taking me a while, but I feel like I like the using of my hands. Of both of my hands, I guess. Well, you kind of do use both of your hands for crocheting too.
That's true, but with the knitting, you're using both needles, two needles. Whereas crochet is one needle.
This has been such a fun hobby to learn, honestly. It's so relaxing. It's fun to just not have your phone in your hands, but to like still use my hands and do something that's not electronic. Also just learning a new skill. I'm about to make a scarf that I'm gonna wear. Like, how cool is that?
And it's a dying art. So we can continue this. We can be creative. We can think about sustainability because we are creating our own.